The topography and intensity as well as frequency of cyclones that could strike a coast and decide the vulnerability of the place. Every year, nearly 70 to 90 cyclonic systems develops all over the globe. We all know cyclone is something which is of devastating character. It will destroy the livelihood, the infrastructure, the plantation, and everything. But what exactly is cyclone? Why is it caused? What are different types of cyclones? Today we are going to learn all that in this video. So let us first understand what is a cyclone. Now cyclones are transferred energies equal to several megaton nuclear bombs. Can you imagine one nuclear bomb can destroy the entire continent? But one cyclone has megaton nuclear bomb energy. From the ocean to the atmosphere, it gets transferred every year. So the cyclone develops in the ocean and it gets transferred to the land. Okay? Every year, 70 to 19 cyclone develops all over the world. The Coriolis force that compels the surface winds to spiral towards the low pressure system. So, which is the force which compels the surface winds to spiral towards the low pressure? It is Coriolis force. So, Coriolis force is a negligible force in the equatorial belt between latitude 5 degree to north to 5 degrees south. Okay. So, in meteorology, the term cyclone can be defined as a rapid inward circulation of air mass about a low pressure center which is circling counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern. Now, let us talk about some of the regional names of these cyclones. Now, typhoons, if it occurs in China Sea, tropical cyclone in Indian Ocean, hurricane in Caribbean Sea, tornadoes in USA, willy willies in northern Australia, bagayo in Philippines, and taifu in Japan. So how is cyclone formed? Now cyclones are formed in low pressure areas. The topography and the intensity as well as the frequency of cyclone that could strike a coast decides the vulnerability of the place. The temperature difference between the warm rising and the cooler environment leads to the rise of air to become buoyant and then moves upward. Then a high pressure area fills the air in the low pressure area. This cyclone continues as a warm air rises and low pressure area is filled with cool air. Now they build up over a period of time. The warm moist air rises and cools the water in the air and forms clouds. The whole system of clouds and wind spins and grows fed up by the ocean heat and water evaporating from the ocean surface. So there are six factors responsible for the formation of cyclone. So what are these six factors? First, sufficient warm temperature at sea surface, atmospheric instability, impact area of Coriolis force so that low pressure can be developed, high humidity in the lower to middle level of the troposphere, a pre-existing low level focus or disturbance, low vertical wind shear. So what are different types of cyclones? Let us understand. Tropical cyclone, it occurs over tropical ocean region. It has two types, hurricanes and typhoons. Hurricanes are found in the Atlantic and Northeast Pacific, whereas typhoons are found in the Northwest Pacific. On the basis of intensity and wind speed, the cyclone is classified into five categories. Category 5 has wind speed of 155 miles per hour or above. Now you can imagine the force and the intensity of these cyclones. The second type of cyclone is called polar cyclone. It occurs over the polar region of Greenland, Siberia, and Antarctica. It is strong during winter season. The third is mesocyclone. It is a vortex of air with a convective storm. It is the air that rises and rotates around a vertical axis, usually in the same direction as low pressure systems in the given hemisphere. Now, these type of cyclones are accompanied by rotating air within the thunderstorm. So, what are different cyclone prone areas in India? India is highly vulnerable to natural hazards like earthquakes, floods, droughts, cyclone, and landslides. According to the Meteorological Department, there are 13 coastal states and union territories in India that are cyclone prone region. Four states like West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, and one union territory, Puducherry, on the east coast and Gujarat on the west coast are more vulnerable. I hope you all would be aware of the cyclone warning system in India. The Indian Meteorological Department is the nodal agency in India which is responsible for meteorological observations, weather forecasting, and seismology. So, any cyclone which is predicted in the Bay of Bengal or in the Indian Ocean is taken as a warning by Indian Meteorological Department, which is issued as a red alert in all the regions where the cyclone is supposed to come. Accordingly, the government takes necessary actions to prevent loss of life and property. Thank you.